My wife and I have no children, and we fucking love it. This summer we traveled all over Italy, all over Norway. I'm on track to retire in my early 40s, and I've been able to take financial risks starting businesses because, you know, it's just my wife and me. Like, we have less risk, we have less, you know, concern, responsibility. You know, my wonderful siblings have wonderful children, and I love my nephews and my niece, and I see the joy they bring to my brother and sister's lives, and would never, never, never wish for that to be taken away from them or for them to not have that experience. But for my wife and me, we're both, you know, we've been together 17 years. We're so happy together. And it just was this sort of natural decision to not do it. And we both were feeling it, so we decided not to. So this is one of my odes to Ursula Le Guin's quote, "It doesn't have to be the way that it is." You know, I'm not saying don't have kids if you want to have kids. I mean, like I said, it's a beautiful, beautiful joy in people's lives. I see it. But if you are one of those people that in your heart doesn't want to, and your partner is one of those people in your heart, in her or his heart, that doesn't want to, you know, it's a beautiful life. I think that's, you know, that goes for kind of all of the big decisions. Living domestically, living abroad, like, you know, sort of perma-traveling, deciding to rent, never buy a house so that you have extra financial means. I mean, whatever it is, there's so many ways to go. And it's a wonderful, wonderful thing to get to explore it all. Follow for more.
Hey babe, so let me tell you why I'm going to continue to say it's a flex to say that you do not have kids if you do not want kids. I'm just going to Walmart to get me some pancakes because I'm about to make me a bomb breakfast. And I had to go to the school supply section because I needed some more notepads because I like to journal. So as I'm coming down the aisle, it's a lady and her 3 kids. One's outside the cart and 2's inside the cart. One of the kids in the cart is jumping up and down. And the lady, she's like telling them to stop, but you know, kids are being kids. So he's jumping. The boy jumps and lands right on top of the eggs. The eggs bust out of the carton all over the school supplies that's already in the cart. All over the food, everything, eggs is everywhere, and the kid got eggs all over his shoes. The mom just stopped and she's just looking up at the ceiling like, and as I'm walking past, I'm just like, no kids. No kids. And I'm gonna continue to say it's a flex if you don't have them and you don't want them right now.
So I'm 31, I'm single, and I don't have any kids. Neither do I want any kids. And this is the conversation that I was having a couple days ago with a very close friend of mine. Love him. Super close friend of mine. He was telling me, look, bro, you're young. You're only 31. You might change your mind. So never say never. You might meet that one girl who just sweeps you off your feet and you think, okay, now I want kids. And I was like, no. Actually, no, bro, because I know exactly how I am. I am extremely self-aware. I know that having a child or having children, I'd be tripping all day, stressed all day, 24/7. Where are they? Who are they with? Where are they at? Why are they there? The list goes on. But primarily, the reason as to why I don't want kids, the main reason is because, all right, when I was a little kid, I would ask my mom about pregnancy. I was like 10, 11 years old. And I'd ask her, what is it like to have a kid? What is it, you know, what does it feel like? Does it hurt? You know, what's it like? What's the experience like? And she would tell me that it was the worst pain that anyone can go through. You know, childbirth, child pains, birth pains, and all that stuff, right? And she would tell me that it was excruciating pain. And immediately I thought to myself, I was like, if I ever get older and if I ever get married or I get with someone, I'm not going to want to put them through that. Right away, I was like, why would I want to put the love of my life through such pain? No thanks. Nah, baby, I ain't putting you through that kind of pain. If you want kids, have them. But I'm not going to be the guy that's going to watch you there through the 9 months with your feet swollen, your back hurting, your arms hurting, your whole body in pain. You think I want to see you in that kind of pain? Of course not. I don't want to see the love of my life going through that kind of pain. I'm sorry, but I don't. And even though I will be there for her through thick and thin and everything she needs, you need some chocolate, you want some chocolates? I'll go to the store and get you some right now. Are you tired? I'll pick you up and I'll carry you to the car. I'll carry you to the house. I'll carry you to the couch. I'll do everything for you. But that still is not going to take away that pain, especially when you're giving birth. I don't want to put my woman through that pain. I'm sorry, but I just don't.
Say, man, I have no kids. You know what I'm saying? I have never been married. I believe kids are for marriage. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't get married and find me a wife, I will not be bringing no kids into this world. I refuse to automatically have a broken home. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't with all that shit. Like, y'all just be out here fucking on people that y'all don't like for a nut. I'm not like that. If I sleep with a woman, it's because I like her, and then I know it's a potential that a baby could come out this situation. And I'm own up to my shit. You know what I'm saying? So I only fuck on women that I like. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just out here fucking. Yeah, I was doing that when I was young, but I don't do that shit no more. I'm a grown man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all making it too normal to be out here and just being baby dads and baby mamas. I'm not living like that. I don't want no struggle love, and I don't want no survival love. I want some real shit. So if I don't get married or have no wife over here, y'all won't see no kids from me, man. As simple as that. Kids are for marriage. Kids need to be brought into a stable foundation, a supportive family with both parents. All that extra shit y'all got going on, I ain't with all that, man. So stop telling me go have some kids or why you don't have kids. That's why I'm not married. Y'all want to be baby dads, baby mamas. I don't want to be no baby dad, and I don't want no baby mama. I want a wife and a family. You feel what I'm saying?
We're not having kids, and this is why you shouldn't either. I'm Valeria.
And I'm James.
And we talk about the taboo and controversial topics that people are too afraid to talk about themselves.
Or think about. So obviously we're kidding about why you shouldn't have kids. It's definitely up to you to decide whether or not you want to have kids. But for us, I think just, ripping a person from the ethers that didn't ask to be here already is a little bit extreme for, I don't know.
Liking?
Yeah, I guess just our liking. We feel like that's a little aggressive to do, but either way, you're going to want to do what you want to do. And I think for us, what really solidifies the opinion of not wanting kids is that it's such an I statement. It's such like an I want statement.
Yeah, having kids is a very selfish and self-serving reason in our views and in our eyes. Most people, when they say they want kids, it's always, I want to relive my childhood, or I want to give my child the best life they could have, but ultimately they are living through that child because they never got something that they wanted.
And you can say it's selfish for us to not have kids because it's giving us more time to do what we want to do, or it's because it's something we want. But then at the end of the day, the main reason people have kids in the first place is because they want someone to take care of them when they're older, right? So does that not seem selfish to you?
It does to me.
So overall, I think us not deciding to have kids, at least not right now, is more of an unselfish act than having a child for a reason that we want, for a scheme that's later on when we get older for them to take care of us.
True.
Bye.
Here's a random list of reasons why I'm not having kids. 1, it's too much responsibility. I can barely get myself out of bed and feed myself on the daily. How am I supposed to do that for another life? 2, who the fuck am I bringing the child into the world with? Why? And do I want to commit to that person for the rest of my life? On top of already committing to raising, guiding, and helping the child for the rest of my life. 3, America is built on a system of lies, racism, patriarchy, misogyny. Why would I bring another life into the struggle of being an American citizen in this ghetto-ass country? The school system don't teach you nothing about being an adult in America. They don't teach you how to file taxes. They don't teach you how to buy a car. They don't teach you how to differentiate what types of income to make. They don't teach you nothing. They teach you how to be an employee. And being an adult in America, baby... Hell no! Hell no! Why would I want to subject somebody else's life to this struggle? And if my child is anything but straight in this patriarchal, racist ass, misogynistic ass country, if my child is anything but straight, to subject them to a life of struggles that I had to go through, I'm gonna be real. I'm not having kids because of shit I went through. And the shit that I went through doesn't make me feel like, I want to provide a better life for another child. Hell no, I'm providing myself with a better life, and when I'm dead and gone, that's it. Another thing, going back to being an adult, bills. Why would I want to bring a life into this world so they can grow up and pay bills? Or so they can get in debt, so they can get approved for a credit card, or so they can get in debt so they can get approved for anything. It's like the system wants us to be in debt so we can get access to more money. Or even paying taxes. Why the fuck do I gotta pay somebody to get access to money that's already mine, but that's been taken from me, and then I have to pay that person to potentially find out if I get that money or if I owe the state and the government more money. In addition to what they've already taken, baby. Everything in America is a scam. Another reason, I saw what my parents went through. Both of them got divorces, got remarried, had extended families. All of that responsibility, all of that compromise, all of that sacrifice to raise children or to make it work with another person and their kids. Hell no. Hell no. And I'm so thankful for the sacrifices my parents made, but seeing them in the midst of it, seeing the arguments over who should take care of the child and what should happen, and oh baby, and child support, custody, all of that, all of those potential risks that come with bringing a life into this world, I don't want it. I don't like that. But I tell you what, I'll be the best auntie there is, bitch, okay? Let me come pick up my nieces and nephews for a day of fun and drop them back off after 12 hours. I got you. I'll be that. But a full-time parent, a co-parent, a parent, y'all got that. That's on y'all.
Okay, so I got a lot of inboxes about that being 30 years old with no kids. Look, me not having no kids is strictly by choice. You dig what I'm saying? Due to the fact that before I bring another life into this world, before I bring another, a part of me into this world, bro, I wanted to make sure that I was in a good place financially, a good place emotionally, a good place mentally, spiritually, before I bring another me into this world. That's the hold up. I'm not too fond of just doing to do with women and just letting off free inside women. Like, I'm not too fond of that. I need to make sure me and whoever the woman is are good. We're in a great position in life where we can do this. You get what I'm saying? If all else fails later on down the line after the kid, okay, cool, I ain't tripping. But I want to make sure I'm in a good place overall before I bring kids into this world. That's why I'm 30 plus with no kids. Makes sense. And another thing, a lot of y'all be bringing kids into chaos. You don't need to bring kids into chaos. Them kids are innocent.